1983 to give our people and to the people in the world the best possible infrastructure and hospitals with the state-of-the-art technology and clinical expertise, so that people in our country, people in the world, over 150 countries are coming to India, because we had this principle always saying we'll have the best technology, best doctor and best supporting staff to make it as a world class, number one. This is what we did in 83, and I think now when we're talking about 42, 43 years later, you've done all of these. This is because in each one of you, you had the spirit saying, people have come to me for help. I will do everything that what I will do for my family. This is where I think we have brought the best technology, because Sangeeta referred about the lab. Way back in 1973, when you do a test, one cholesterol, one report will come as 300, other one will come as 180, other one will come as 220. So we had one Mr. David, who was one of the, in South America, southern part of US, he was top pathologist. He came just, he's a good friend of mine, he just came to spend 10 days with Dr. Reddy's. So I told him, I said, look, I'm treating all these MIs, but they have all of these key risk factors. We need to have accurate reports. So he set up the lab and continuously monitored it for 3 years. And I'm happy that what started in 1973, we are now upgrading it to this level. I thank Roche and all the other suppliers to do this, but my particular appreciation for Sangeeta and Sriram, and all their teams who made this possible, saying that people can trust. People in India, people in the world can trust. But people, as I said, 150 people have come, including people from the US have come. I know, I still remember the guy who 15 years ago, who had a heart transplant with us, came back to me and then said, I'm now 10 years younger and 10 times richer. So I think we should be able to, this is not only serve, give the very best to our people, but certainly it should reach the entire world. From day one, the philosophy of Apollo has been saying, we'll give the most precise, accurate and the world-class care. And we have done it in all of the disciplines, but this is very important. A lab is very important, because for a doctor to make a final diagnosis, he needs trusted, assisted, well backed up lab to give him so that he can give the best care possible for India. I'm very happy. I went through this and they have planned it for the last 6 months. I think we are now one of the finest in the world, which will not only help the people in the country, but I think the rest of the world will start running accurate samples because of the great efforts that they have put in making it, absolutely, the top of the line in diagnostics. God bless all of you, and I think my sincere wishes to say, and for people to trust saying, in this, there are, you all know, we are facing a huge problem, a health problem, called non-communicable diseases. The prediction way back in 2016, WHO and UN called saying this will 80% of the deaths will be from non-communicable disease. What are these? Heart attacks, stroke, cancer, diabetes, infection. We added 2 more now. For this century, because this decade, we added obesity and mental illness. For all of these, to prevent these, for people, we would say, it's not 80% deaths, we reduced it by 18% or 78%. It will be wonderful, but for that I think a lab is very necessary. And this is where we have created one of the finest labs in the world. God bless all of you. And think, for all those who are going to be giving this thing, you must think saying, I am now here to help any person as though I am helping my own family. Whether it is this is what we did in clinically and achieved excellent results in practically everything that we did. I bless all of you. God bless all of you for the wonderful thing. And for the media, I want them to particularly say people must learn to have preventive illness. You know, you can't wait for a disease to occur. We have several methods. We launched a program way back in 73 called Mass Health Checkup, converted it as a Pro Health, and now Pro Health Zen. All of these are there. Once in a decade, the individual has to spend 3 hours of time to find out what the health status is, how to prevent this, how to prevent a heart attack, how to early diagnosis of cancer, all of this. This is where the Apollo continuously worked on not only curing disease, but in preventing many of the serious problems that occur. God bless all of you. We are with you all the time. God bless.
Clinical space depends on diagnostics, on good diagnostics. And the team over the past 41 years, the Apollo Labs team, I must acknowledge them. You know, it started with Chairman inviting an Army General, General Subramaniam, to head the Apollo Labs. And I think he sets systems of the highest standards, of the highest clinical standards. And we've been lucky with the kind of personnel we had. The senior doctors, you know, Dr. Ashok, Rama, Maya sitting here, and the rest of the team members, they've all done a phenomenal job. But things can only get better with the newer team. They have got newer technology, and the technology now encompasses every aspect of the lab diagnostics. 30,000 square feet of truly state-of-the-art. I think we are truly blessed, and we have to thank Chairman for that and for his vision, because he never believes in doing anything in small measures. You know, whatever you do, you have to do it to the level, to the highest global standards. And talking about global standards, I actually landed last night from the US, and I knew this was happening, Sriram. So I spent a couple of hours with the diagnostics at Johns Hopkins. And believe it or not, you have that and much more. So I want to say that today, because they have, like we had earlier, bits and pieces everywhere. It comes together, they have technology, but you really have it all here together. And the future has to be bright for two reasons. One is the responsibility we have as leadership, as Apollo. You know, we just have to get it right. We just have to do it because people trust us and they depend on us, and diagnostics is really the strongest arm of delivery of healthcare. So I think we don't have an option except to do it right. And the second is that, you know, as leaders, we have to see how much more we can do. And I know that we will have telepathology, that, you know, thanks to Sangeeta, the AI piece will come quickly into what we do. We will be able to predict the onset of disease, and we will be able to give quick, fast, deep and focused solutions. So I think we've got everything here today. For me, it's like a dream come true, and we have to say that Chairman really pushed us, and Sangeeta, you know, put the whole thing together with her commitment and vision. And for the team going forward, good luck, God bless, and may every dream of the Apollo team come true, because as we always say, we don't do it for ourselves, we do it for our patients, and that responsibility we will always take forward. Thank you and God bless.
Pleasure to be in front of all of you today. This is indeed a milestone for all of us at Apollo, and I say Apollo because when we think of what Sangeeta just said, you know, we started with a small lab many years ago, and today to see the size and scale at which Apollo Health and Lifestyle has really grown this business is indeed a pleasure. And I think that the future of diagnostics has changed tremendously. I'm sure all of you know that it's a convenience that we offer even at home, and with Apollo, the opportunity to scale, I hope not just India, but in the surrounding countries, because today our ambition is not just to be local, but to be relevant globally. So this is indeed one of the first steps that we've taken to do this work globally. I'm sure that beyond just thinking of the normal work of CBCs, they are getting into high-end genomics, and this will really differentiate them in the type of work that they're able to do, because in a way it corresponds with the tertiary and quaternary care needs, not just that Apollo has, but of what India has and what the rest of the world, especially the global south, has. So this lab in my mind is not just for Chennai, not just for India, but for the globe, and especially for Southeast Asia. And like Sangeeta said earlier, a blood test, a sample, a stool, it is the microcosm of who you are and what you will be. So this is very future looking. I wish AHL all the best, a great future, and I'm sure that you'll do it with honesty, integrity and speed. God bless.
It is with great immense pride and I would say privilege that I stand before you as part of this pioneering Central Reference Laboratory, and I am filled with deep sense of gratitude for our beloved chairman for being the visionary leader and the guiding force into this remarkable journey. The launch of this Central Reference Laboratory is definitely a transformational leap in our unwavering commitment for patient care, and I would say it is just not the launch of a facility, but I feel that it is the dawn of a new diagnostic era right here today on a very auspicious day of Akshaya Tritiya here at Namma Chennai. And very soon the lab is going to go global. Imagine a future when a very rare niche, very high-end diagnostic test parameter, the wait time is much shorter. The probability, the possibility of an error is zero. And this is one of the few many objectives which we have when we have CRL in mind. The sophisticated workflow and the automation design, it seamlessly integrates 5 major laboratory disciplines in a unified, digitally monitored, automated track system. And this helps us to consolidate the workflow and the tube movement, huge volumes of tube movement in line with the lean design thinking. I'm happy to share that Sangeeta ma'am has already said that the scalability of operations of this Central Reference Laboratory is going to be 1 lakh patient samples per day. Employing advanced robotics, bespoke algorithms, high definition cameras, machine learning, this Digi-Smart Lab optimizes processes, mitigates errors and shortens the diagnostic timelines, and all of it together actually they are hugely contributory in clinical outcomes in a very favorable way. We have also an integration with an advanced middleware which reduces manual interventions, manual interpretations, and thereby the errors and the delays which may be associated with the same. I can go on and on the features of this Central Reference Laboratory, our passion project, but in the paucity of time I pause now with a promise that the team at CRL will pour their heart and soul into making this aspirational and ambitious project a resounding success. Thank you for your support. Thank you.
Health is the ultimate wealth, and therefore let me begin by wishing all of you a very, very happy Akshaya Tritiya, which translates into health and wealth and happiness for the world, because that's really what we stand for. That is the crux of Chairman's vision, dream, and not just vision and dream, but powerful work and enterprise. And that powerful work and enterprise is embodied by all of you. So I'm very happy to call out significant people who are here with us. Of course, our Vice Chairperson, Mrs. Preeta, who flew all night to be with us today, and we're really blessed with her thing. Our Managing Director will be joining shortly. Madhu Shashidhar, the CEO and President of the hospitals, or entire hospitals, whose partnership and seamless change management in integrating a diagnostic division with a hospital clinical enterprise is a very powerful thing. So thank you, Madhu, for that great leadership.
I'm also happy we have Madhi here today. So Mr. Madhivanan is the CEO of, so many of you who in Chennai have not seen him, he's based in Hyderabad, but he's the CEO of Apollo Healthco. And with Apollo Healthco comes the please give us, stand up Madhi, let's give him a hand. Comes our powerful digital arm, which is Apollo 24/7. So when you want a diagnostic sample at home, all you have to do is click on the Apollo 24/7 app. Amazing diagnostic clinical leadership and administrative leadership from Dr. Bendre, Dr. Mamta, Dr. Chitra, Indumati, each one of you, like I said, each one of you are a star. Your divisions stand proud across the country. Your papers are read by everyone. And more importantly, your reports are what doctors rely upon. And that is the crux of what we do. While the diagnostic arena, especially in laboratory, may make up less than 5% of the healthcare ecosystem, it makes up 98% of the decision making of what to do clinically. So yours is the power to help move forward this diagnosis. So on this occasion, I want to wish every single member of the team and of the larger collective team. We have over 2,500 collection centers. I'm happy Dr. Udaya is walking in. She spearheads our pro health and the preventive healthcare. And diagnostic was, the laboratory is a very important part of giving the results to patients about the precursor to non-communicable disease. And the diagnostic team intends to support even further. In a single powerful word that I'm going to give you on this day of the lab, we're opening the Digi-Smart Lab. It's over 45,000 square feet. It's setting new benchmarks. It's strategically integrating 5 laboratory disciplines in one unified, digitally monitored, fully automated track. And we've engineered the workflows to reduce the time taken to give faster, more precise diagnostics. And Sriram and team are committed that today they can handle 25,000 samples per day in this center. Hyderabad can do an equal number, but this center will double to 50,000 in the very near future and go onwards, that this very same facility of 45,000 can do up to 100,000 samples per day. So that is the power of what is happening. And this is, I said 100,000 samples, but please remember, this is 100,000 lives. This is 100,000 reports and values. This is the power of saying your cholesterol is high, please bring it down so you don't get a heart attack. Your liver enzymes are showing elevated, please take care of them. We don't want you to have a liver failure. That is the power of connecting through to patients through diagnostics via the doctors and the clinicians. We will deploy the latest in artificial intelligence in integrative medicine. We will continue to work with GUIs to make these reports come alive and friendly for our patients, to track their trend. What was your HbA1c or your diabetes monitoring 1 year ago, 6 months ago, what are you today, and what does that mean for your overall metabolic health? Each one of these will get translated and interpreted so that we are partners. But it's a very special day and we have to talk beyond. So I also want to talk about the clinical genomics. We will have a comprehensive carrier screening for inherited disease, cutting edge sequencing which will move very quickly in the future into CRISPR and CRISPR based diagnostics, cancer screening with comprehensive panels. And this will become the forerunner into the powerful word I promised you, which is what Chairman has dedicated more than 55 years of his life, and that is find the problem early. Non-communicable disease is about early. Pick it up soon so that you can correct it. Pick it up soon so that you can treat it with the best possible outcomes. So early is all about good and comprehensive, precise and customer-driven diagnostics, and that's what Apollo Diagnostics is here today for. Chairman, you always say don't say thank you. You always say gratitude internally is not the right message. So I think the right message from the Apollo Diagnostics team is we promise. We commit to do everything that encompasses what you are dreaming of, And the more we do in terms of the research, the innovation and the enterprise, the operations of pulling this together, of having 2,500 phlebotomists, of having 2,900 diagnostic collection points, of having pickup points in doctors' offices of more than 700, which will go to almost 25,000, and having 8 million customers and more connected digitally through the 24/7 app. Each one of these is the operational enterprise, and then you have the clinical enterprise. The clinical enterprise will continue to use the latest of science and diagnostics. So besides the word early, which is pick it up, the big one is spatially resolved transcriptomic atlas. So we put this together to create this comprehensive plan. I'm very happy to welcome in our midst our Managing Director Sunita Reddy. Please do join us. As we speak about enterprise, it is the right moment that she arrives. And so to the dear team, Sriram, Bendre, Mamta, every single one of you, God bless you, good luck. Please remember what Chairman has told us when he started his very first lab in Spectra, in a fairly wonderful hospital called HM Hospital, which was at that time the place where everybody came to. From consul generals to CEOs of corporations, they came to him. In that he set up a lab, and that lab was actually called Spectra. And he told all his doctors and technicians one thing which is so powerful we must repeat, which comes to him